This is my friend Beau. I've known him since 4th grade. We hadn't talked in like 10 years. I reached out to him and I was like, Beau, do you watch wrestling? And he was like, no. I was like, perfect. I made him watch the Elimination Chamber. You've only watched 1 year of wrestling in your entire life. When Stone Cold Steve Austin was at top of the Attitude Era, you fell out of it, so you know almost zero about wrestling. You watched the Elimination Chamber, Beau. What did you think about that coffin reveal, the box reveal?
Yeah, WTF. And then I said, Danhausen, favorite wrestler of the night. And then I was like, why did he not wrestle? Like, why?
Tell me more about your feelings of this Danhausen.
I was like, what is going on? Because like they like introduced the box earlier, and then I thought it was just funny that it turned into like a Papa John's commercial, which was just, and then they opened the thing. It was just weird, just so weird, and I was like, I need to know who this guy is.
Okay.
Like, this is my favorite gift. This is my favorite thing that's going on right now. But like, this was fun. I was like, oh, he's going to wrestle. I was like, they're bringing out something really like weird and cool and fun. And then nothing happened. And I was like, what's going on? And he hands him a jar of tea. Right.
No. I love this. So
I thought it was the funniest thing, and I was like, I want to see this guy wrestle.
So you're really like, I want to see this guy.
Yes, I want to see this guy.
So, do you feel maybe so like wrestling fans sometimes are like, oh God, that's embarrassing, because wrestling for the most part is presented as like, you look at the women's wrestling that's now like really like intense and athletic and real.
Oh yeah.
But then you got a vampire guy come out. Like you like nothing.
I feel like you need to have that though. I feel like you need to have some more goofy stuff to like balance out some of the more serious stuff. Every wrestler is not this like, like square-jawed, chiseled, 8-packed like behemoth. You got some weirdos. Like, that's why I always loved Mick Foley and Mankind.
Right here,
so.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I wore it for you. I wanted to wear something that you would recognize.
He wasn't like a clown. He wasn't your typical. I was going like, there's a lot of pretty people in the WWE these days.
Okay, so you literally like the goofiness of Danhausen, the vampire guy.
Loved it.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to see him wrestle.
Okay.
I looked him up. I had to look him up online to go like, who is this guy? Did he come from another? He's kind
of on the indie scene a lot, and he came from another company.
Is WCW a thing still?
No, it died 25 or so years ago. Vince McMahon bought it, actually.
Did he just like absorb it or something?
Yeah, and he bought ECW.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the really violent one.
Yeah, Beau actually was in Philly for a while during the ECW heyday.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Paul Heyman, though, do you saw that manager on the outside, Paul Heyman?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, who's the fat guy in the blue suit?
That's the guy who created ECW.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, so you know him.
Okay. So he's the only person that I've actually seen before. Okay, Elimination Chamber. My first thoughts on the Elimination Chamber, aka Hell in the Cell with extra steps.
Hell in the Cell with extra steps. That's actually not a bad. It's not bad. Okay.
I was just like, why is it so complicated? And
what was complicated about it?
They're gonna put 6 people in the ring, and 2 of them are gonna just like start the fight, and the other 4 are gonna just like wait like rabid dogs in a cage. Like scratching at the glass, punching, they're going, yeah, I know there's a lot of showmanship in it, but like still, like randomly gets chosen one of the people every 5 minutes or so. I don't know how long.
5 minutes.
And then they come out. What is the one where they where every few minutes, like a new wrestler will run into the ring?
Royal Rumble.
And then they'll fight.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's like prepackaged Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? It's Elimination Chamber, the turducken of wrestling.
Turducken of wrestling.
It's just like a thing and a thing and a thing. I wanted to ask you about the women first.
Okay, ask me.
Like, one, I was like, when did that happen?
What?
Because when I watched, there were like 2 women wrestlers, and there wasn't like all of this. Like, I don't remember there being like.
You watched when it was Sable, right?
It was like Sable, China, and then maybe there was another one.
That was a dark era for women's wrestling. Tell me what women's wrestling to you was like.
To me?
Yeah.
It was like basically, it was either they were just like a sidekick to someone else, like a man, or I don't even really remember there being, did they have belts? Did they have actual like women's champs or anything?
Women wrestling has come a long way.
Yeah. That's what I've noticed. That's what I was kind of curious, like when that kind of happened, because like it's half women and then half men. That never happened.
No. I mean, because
20 years ago,
you remember there was just 2 opposites. There was China and there was Stable.
Yeah, there was like dark haired wrestler girl and blonde wrestler girl.
Yeah, basically in the 2015, 16, 17s, there was a thing called the Women's Revolution, and that's when women's wrestling started being really taken serious by the WWE.
I was just kind of blown away by like how equal, I guess is like the best way to say it. You know what I mean?
How equal. That's a great way of putting it, honestly, because women's wrestling was pretty atrocious back in the day, and not the women wrestlers themselves, but how the women's wrestling was treated and booked.
But even then, it was like hair pulling.
Yeah.
It wasn't like these women were amazing.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to say that like I enjoyed that Elimination Chamber match more than the men's match.
Okay, so you like the women's more than the men.
They were, I mean, it was brutal.
You want to know something?
I've never seen anyone double pin 2 human beings.
Oh yeah.
I don't know any of their names, but I was like, store brand Harley Quinn.
That would be Alexa Bliss. Store brand Harley Quinn would be Alexa Bliss.
Japanese Juggalo.
We're from Detroit, everybody, so ICP is big with us. That's Asuka.
That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Asuka.
There's this British lumberjack announcer guy that I was like, I don't know.
Oh, that's Wade Barrett.
Latina biker / gangster.
That is Raquel Rodriguez. She's the one that double stacked.
I know.
I love her.
She's a beast.
I know.
Yeah. Girl Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, Rhea Ripley. The one in black, dark, goth.
That's Girl Undertaker.
Okay. Oh, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany. And then generic brunette in blue. She's the most boring person in the whole entire thing.
Kiana James.
I mean, she's ripped. Like, she's got like 10-pack abs, but she was just like the most like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Build a wrestler.
One thing that I noticed about, I was like, there's a lot more. It seems like there's a lot more wrestlers these days that are just using real names as opposed to like.
Yeah, there's not much characters.
I could be wrong.
No, you're right.
I could be wrong that it's less characters. But I called Girl Undertaker. I called Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley
at the beginning. But it was based.
Just call her Girl Undertaker. Call her Girl Undertaker. She would. I think Rhea Ripley would actually appreciate that name.
But I really enjoyed the women's match. I thought it was, and there was a lot. Like, I get why wrestling is so popular, and I get why people like it so much. It's drama. It's a show, twists and turns, and surprises, and it's just like even me watching this, and again, like this is the first time I watched in 20 years. I was really kind of into it. I don't really know a lot of the backstories. They do a pretty good job of explaining it. You know, the announcers will be like, "Oh, last year and this, and 10 years ago." There was a lot of. What was the one thing that I kept hearing? It was like the stakes could not be higher, like over and over again.
Yeah.
I know. I really liked what's the Asuka Japanese Juggalo.
Asuka.
She was kind of my favorite in that. She was fun to watch. Yeah. And she's pretty like, I don't know. Like, I like the crazy one.
What about Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee the next round?
Oh, yeah, that was good. I liked the match. I thought it was really good. honestly didn't expect it to come out the way it did. I didn't really know how it was going to come out, but I didn't expect the title to change hands. Like for my favorites, I put a list and I go Asuka, how do you say it again?
Asuka.
Asuka, AJ, Finn Balor,
Finn
and
Balor.
LeBron Evans.
Javon Evans.
LeBron? Javon.
What made you
All
like
the
AJ Lee?
I don't know. She just seemed like they were talking about like how it was like 10 years since she's like done a one on like a one-on-one match and stuff. She seemed like the underdog kind of too.
Okay.
And I don't know. I liked her.
It's fine. I'm just trying to pick apart. Okay, so
yeah, it was just kind of like how I felt. Like I hate the term vibes because that's like not. I shouldn't be using that term because I'm 45 years old. But that's just kind of how I felt about it.
Let's go CM Punk, Finn Balor. You said you liked Finn Balor. Why Finn Balor over CM Punk? Because CM Punk's the hometown hero.
I know that.
So what did you not like about?
They made sure you knew that. Like they put. I said, I don't know. It wasn't so much that I liked Finn Balor, it's that I didn't like CM Punk.
What did you not like about CM Punk? Like,
I'm not sure. He didn't seem like he just. I don't know. It's like it didn't seem like he should be there.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
I don't know. He just seemed like he seemed just sort of like a grizzled old man.
Okay, kind of is.
With CM Punk, I don't know. I just did not feel. Like I didn't feel like I wanted him to win.
If you had to give an adjective for him, just based on what you saw, describing his personality, what would you describe it? For what you saw, limited.
Describing his personality in one adjective,
like, or he's a nice guy, a jerk, a this or that.
He seemed tired. I don't know. He came. So this is what I got. My first impression. He came out. I've never been a big fan of the Speedos.
Okay.
He came out in those, and he's no shirt on. He looks like he's recently had a sunburn. Like he looked kind of disheveled.
Okay.
I said, what's with the Pepsi tattoo? I don't know. He just didn't look like he could have walked. He looked like he.
Do you feel like he's had a hard life? Like, maybe he spent too much time on the sauce. Like, maybe...
Yeah, kind of.
So, like, you feel like he might have done a lot of drugs in his life?
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks possible. Like that.
Why are you saying that? Is that how I look?
No. He's straight edge. Like, his whole thing is he's straight edge. So, like, he's never does drugs, nothing like that.
Again, it's me criticizing a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, right. Fit, like, I know.
He's got to sit together.
We're fat, we're old, we're out of shape. But we're criticizing their looks. But just do it. Don't worry.
How old is that guy?
He's only 2 years older than you, I think. 2 or 3 years. He's 47, 48.
Jesus, man. From the short amount of history I got is that AJ Lee and him are, together, married,
married.
Something. Okay. Is that real?
Yeah.
Or is that's
real?
Okay. So that's not like a story plot,
no,
is it?
They're married.
Okay. So I was like, well, he's doing good for himself. You know what I mean? At his age. This coup de grace wrestling move was extremely, I was like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I can't believe no one's got killed off that, but yeah.
I can't either. He's jumping straight into the chest.
Like,
and then he still lost. I was like, that was the one thing I was like, how is CM Punk's insides, like, how are all of his ribs not broken?
Right.
And his insides just turned into like ground beef.
Okay, so let's talk the Elimination Chamber.
One, I was like, why does it take 20 minutes to start the whole thing? There's like 20 minutes of like pre-match foreplay.
100% agree.
I'm just like, oh, get it over with.
Did you name them like you named the women?
No, I didn't. Maybe that looks bad on me.
Yeah, no, there goes that equality we were talking about.
I feel like they had more character and personality that allowed me to do that, whereas like the men's wrestlers didn't really have a lot of like, I don't know, they didn't seem very different.
You called one of the women like very generic. So
are you saying
like the men were kind of generic?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Like LA Knight.
What did you think of LA Knight?
I didn't think very much of him. He seemed like a generic wrestler. It's like guy in red speedo. One I said I liked was the
Javon.
Javon Evans. I liked him.
What did you like about him?
His style is very the way he moved
Yeah.
and the way he did stuff, and was jumping and flying around and doing stuff. He kind of reminded me of like the luchadors that I used to like. Logan Paul, like why? I don't really particularly like him. I liked his like persona in the ring.
Yeah, you liked his wrestling character.
I was like, please don't tell me he's gonna pin everybody. Because I was like, what? Come on.
Trick Williams, the one in the coat.
Trick Williams, yeah.
Talk to me about Trick.
I didn't feel much about him. Like he didn't really stand out to me. And then I said, who is this guy, the American Nightmare? He comes out and I was like, it just makes me think of like Homelander. But I don't want to crap on it or anything.
No, you're
it's
not.
Just that
honestly, this is good feedback for these wrestlers. If they were to see something like this, because they hear crap from like people who know everything, right? You're the one they need to win over, not me.
Who's the one that won it?
Randy Orton. That guy.
He seemed like maybe like the slightly bigger, like tougher guy out of the whole match. But also like he's like I understand like the oldest maybe, or like the one that's been doing it for the longest.
What did you think of the finish where you had a masked man and then you also had the Scottish guy, Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, the most fun of it was that was the thing where they're like, nobody can get in, nobody can get out. But you're like, except for when we have to open the door and take the loser out. And obviously I know why they didn't shut the door. I can see why but I like that. And I like the fact that there was like, because I was like, what is this going on here? What I liked it was like, okay, the decoy and then the masked man. And then the masked man is somebody that people know. And then the guy, which I did not expect that at all. The guy that's, so whoever wins this match faces that guy.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre.
In WrestleMania. But he was there, like, put his finger on the scales or whatever you want to call it. Like, he's interfering with it for whatever reason. I'm assuming he wanted one guy over the other to win.
Okay, so the Trick Williams, I'm surprised you didn't like Trick more, but like a lot of it is like if you saw them on the microphone or heard them on the microphone, I think you would connect better. You just saw them wrestling, so it makes sense also.
Now I'm gonna have to watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, we could do this again for WrestleMania though. We could do this again.
We could.
I love your insight. It's like really cool, really refreshing. I'm not even joking. Like really refreshing hearing, because I've been watching for 37 years, man. 37 years.
Yeah, I know.
I'm that like. The way you describe CM Punk is like me viewing wrestling. Just an old man yelling at a cloud. So it was like really refreshing hearing your perspective. So the full version will be on Patreon, and then I'll have this 20-minute version here. And then Beau, like, you watch WrestleMania, we'll do this again. Like, I'm not even joking.
Is it 3 hours? How long is it?
I'll tell you after, because
tell me later.
It's a 2-day thing, dude. It's a 2-day thing, and they're about 5 hours a piece.
Is it really?
Yeah. All right, boys. All right, girls. See you. Bye.